the small fringe minority of people who are on their way to Ottawa or who are holding unacceptable views.
Thank you for the question. Mr. Chair, as I mentioned in my opening comments, our records here at GoFundMe show that 88% of donated funds to the Freedom Convoy campaign originated in Canada, and 86% of the donors were from Canada. That information is based on the best information that we have available.
Yes or no, Interim Chief, were loaded firearms found in the trucks during the protest clearing operation? Yes or no?
So as I indicated, Mr. Chair, there has been no charges laid to date in relation to weapons at the occupation site.
It's just a clear question, Interim Chief. Like, were weapons found? Like, were loaded firearms found? Yes or no?
So in relation to no, not
Okay.
to relating to any charges to this point.
Ms. Wolford might know the largest donation that we took on the campaign from a non-Canadian source.
Actually, thank you, Juan, and thank you for the question. Mr. Chair, what I would say is actually the largest donation in this campaign was from a Canadian, and it was in the amount of $30,000.
It took a couple of months, but we're finally where we are now, at which point the Ottawa police have said they do not have any evidence that this was connected to the convoy. They've charged someone, nothing to do with the convoy, nothing to do with truckers. He wasn't protesting vaccine mandates. What his motivation was, I don't know. But I do know that all of the people that tried to pin this on the truckers lied. And you know what? When I look around, I have not seen a lot of apologies.
FinTrack was before our committee, and they had some interesting testimony where they said that the flows of the money into crowdfunding and into the protest, that they did not see any evidence of terrorist activity. Did you see any evidence of terrorist activity in the funding of these illegal protests and blockades?
I have not.
If you've never been to Ottawa before, you might not know what all these statues mean. You might not understand what they are and how important they are. Hearing the media all of a sudden getting upset and getting worked up over wanting to protect our statue. Give me a break. Give me a break. We all know exactly where you stand, where you were over the last 2 years when we've seen countless statues getting torn down in this country.
As a law enforcement agency with primacy for national security, did you ask the government or representatives for the invocation of the Emergencies Act?
No, there was never a question of requesting the Emergency Act. There was a question.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm sorry. So you never asked for it. Do you know of any other police leadership that asked specifically the government for the invocation?
No, we actually reached out to various police agencies when there was talk about some of the authorities within that they were proposing, and of course we were consulted.
So we were involved in conversations with our partners and with the political ministries. We didn't make a direct request for the Emergencies Act.
It was only after we got advice from law enforcement that we invoked the Emergencies Act.